What's up, Medieval fans? It's your friendly neighborhood Moescato bot coming back to you with another video. Today, you guys, I want to talk about the scariest enemies in the Medieval series. So we're going to be talking about enemies from Medieval 1, Medieval 2, and Medieval Resurrection. I'm really excited because Medieval, when I was a kid, you guys, scared the shit out of me. It was awesome and I enjoyed playing it, but it was also one of those that I dreaded playing at certain parts of the game, especially the Enchanted Earth. First time I ever went into that place and I got the cutscene, yeah, I knew something was up. And then the music started playing and I was like, oh boy, here we go. When am I going to run into these flying demon monster thingies? So this is kind of going to be all over the place. It's not going to be in any specific order other than I'm going to start with one of my earliest encounters first, and then of course I'm going to end it with my ultimate, most scariest villain that still scares the shit out of me today, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already know which one that is. But before we get to those scary motherfuckers, let's start with something that scared me right away in Medieval. It was an uneasy tone all the way playing throughout the level of the Hilltop Mausoleum. Check this out. You guys know. You know. Now there's something so eerie about you actually have to wake up this boss by burning his heart and letting his souls go back inside the actual embodiment of the demon. I thought this was terrifying. This whole scene was terrifying to me. And then when he finally just bursts through, I was like, oh no, why? What is this thing? I was 11 years old playing this with my cousin, and we both looked at each other and were like, oh, well, we're fucked, dude. That's it. That's all she wrote. So, and then the boss fight happens, you guys, and it's just, I really love this boss fight. It's so cool. The beating heart sound effect, and that's her one chance to, hit his weak point. I love this boss fight. Such a great, artistic view of a villain. I love it. What a great creative decision on this villain. So awesome. So awesome. Love the stained glass demon. But he's creepy. The way he walks around and throws his blades, and then when his heart explodes and he lets out that shriek of well, right here, that sounded like Tasmania. This is better. And then he just shatters. It's just so beautiful. Love it. Cannot wait for the remake fight. It looks so cool. It looks so cool. No. Just no. No. I don't know anyone who did not shit their pants after that cutscene. It was terrifying. And seriously, you guys, that cutscene still creeps me out a little bit today. Isn't it weird, just even though now I'm 31, when Medieval, the remake comes out, I'm going to be 32, but just still experiencing that, because I play the game at least once a year. I made a promise to myself, play your favorite video game at least once a year, and it's been Medieval, and I've been doing that ever since I was 15. But anyways, I'm just saying, it's weird that that same feeling still comes back. Not as strong as it was all those years back, you know what I mean? Because obviously I'm a grown-ass man, I can handle myself, but it's still there. You guys know what I mean. It's still there. And these motherfuckers, dude, they do not die. They do not die at all. I don't know why. Why won't you die? I don't understand it. And when you first kind of encounter them, all you have is your hammer, your club that's really going to do somewhat damage. But dude, I'm talking 30 hammer hits before he explodes, and they can open up their chests and release all these crows, and they do all these spinny attacks, because their arms are just basically all sharp-ass branches, and they just spin around, open up their chests, have crows fly out at you. Dude. And just that cutscene, though, that cutscene, man, it's eerie as hell, and it still creeps me out today. I gotta say, though, I'm really excited. You can see a little glimpse here of the remake scarecrows, and they look so much better. Obviously, it's been 20 years, but the detail on them, where you can see just the creepy fingers now, they're not just, skinny twig branches. They look exactly how they look in the opening cutscene here, and I can't wait to just get this game in my hands, you guys. But the villagers of the sleeping village that are possessed by Xerox magic, they scared the shit out of me. Even the gargoyle here, just telling, like, hey, they're possessed, you mustn't hurt them, you can hurt the guards. It just was a creepy vibe, and then the level actually starts, and the Enchanted Earth music plays, and I'm like, no, why this music? It's so terrifying. And these little girls' laughs, I mean, just listen. No! No. Then you got the crazy axe guys, then the big titty la 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 girls. I was just like, just stop! And they just chase you, and there's an axe guy, and like, it was all scary. It's all scary, guys. Just when you thought you could get away from that laugh, no. Medieval 2 jacks it up and gives you vampire little girls that have that same laugh, they don't die, and they just wreck your shit. I was so terrified of these chicks. Not only that, we got the actual vampires in Wolfram Hall, and the only way to kill them is with sunlight. They yawn, they go back to their coffins. Their design is so creepy. Even for a PS1 game, I still think the design is creepy, and when they're on fire screaming in agony, ooh, it's bad. It scared the shit out of me.
None shall enter. The shadow demons are entombed within, separated from the world of goodness and light until the earth cracks open. No one, not even the Dark Lord Zarek, can release them without the shadow artifact. Leave now, or share their doom.
The entire buildup of the shadow demons in the game is incredible. You hear about it when Zarok first rose to power and unleashed that army of the shadow demons and the undead, and then it's the whole buildup of Zarok looking for the shadow artifact, going to the Enchanted Earth not once, but twice, because the first time you go there, you don't have the shadow artifact, and then you need to go get the shadow artifact, and you have to go through the asylum grounds and see the mayor to get the key to his safe, and it's just the buildup to these villains in Medieval is incredible. Not to mention the Enchanted Earth, to me, is still the scariest level, even over the Haunted Ruins. And I know that's weird because the Haunted Ruins has shadow demons, but just being in the forest at nighttime in the dark, it was just terrifying. The whole ambiance of the forest is terrifying, and then actually unlocking them. Like, you can't unlock these things or we're all gonna die. But you need to progress through the game, and you unlock more of Gallowmere. It's inevitable, and you have to do it, and you know you have to do it, and you're dreading it, and then as soon as you see them all unlocked, it's like, they're out. Where are these things gonna pop up? Just the whole build up to these shadow demons, and there's the flying ones, that boss fight, it's awesome. And they're just creepy, huge monsters that are nuts and berserk, and I can't wait to really get a true look at these in the remake. We have a little glimpse here. It's not enough. And like I said, you guys, I'm just so excited for this game. I love it. And shadow demons still scare the shit out of me. Every time I play Medieval, I dread this part. In a fun way, but I dread it. You guys, some honorable mentions. I gotta say, Jack the Ripper from Medieval 2. I was definitely scared of this guy. The whole build up to him. The whole, I forget what the level was. I think it was Whitechapel. I could be wrong. But this whole scene in Medieval 2, this whole sidestep quest was amazing. I really liked fighting Jack the Ripper. And another thing I had to throw out here, you guys, I just thought it was kind of funny and stupid. When you're fighting Jack the Ripper and it's time for him to do damage to Kaya, why the fuck, if she's all the way on the other side of the map, will she actually run toward Jack the Ripper to be like, oh, you can do damage to me now? I never understood that. I get it now because it's a game, you know, and it's like, oh, well, you know, we gotta have her come to him. But still, I was like, why is she run? What are you doing? Why are you running to him? Idiot! Another honorable mention here, you guys, the imps from Medieval 1 that actually stole your weapons. I will never forget how terrified I was after this guy stole my magic sword. Me and my cousin were playing our first playthrough. We got to Xerox's lair, and it's at the bottom of Xerox's lair where these guys actually come out, and you have to have like certain weapons equipped or they won't come out. Because I tried, I had my club out and they wouldn't come out, you know, because we knew these guys would steal your weapons. My cousin takes out the magic sword, and I'm like, what are you doing? This is a bad idea. Takes the magic sword. Then he takes the enchanted sword. He takes our hammer, and we're like, dude, you're losing all the weapons. What the hell are you doing? And we were freaking out. And I don't remember exactly how you get them back. Can you just buy them from the gargoyle? I don't know. Let me know down below, you guys. Have you ever had your weapons stolen by the imps? We did, and it scared the shit out of me. And to this day, whenever I know I'm going against these imps, I always take out my small sword, because I think they'll still come out for the small sword. And I just try and kill them with the weakest weapons possible, or my crossbow from afar. I never go at these dudes with anything that's of value to me, because I've been scarred for life since that happened. So let me know down below, you guys. What happens when they do take your weapons? How do you get them back? Remember, when I first played this, I never beat it with my cousin because we had to leave. We were visiting all the way from Illinois to New Jersey. So let me know, you guys. Well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video right here. I may add on to this in the future. I know I said I had some stuff from Resurrection, and I do. I'll just say it here. Basically, the one that really got me in Resurrection was, you guys might laugh at me, Mr. Axie in the Asylum, that boss fight. I don't know what it was. He's a bumbling, kind of funny character, but he's creepy in that essence too, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the same reason why I like Pennywise so much, you know? It's kind of like a funny character, but it's a creepy kind of funny, you know? Mr. Axie, just something about him, you know? And I'm telling you, the dialogue, it's very kiddie. Medieval Resurrection is very kiddie. I get it, but that's kind of what scares me about him, you know? Like, here's Mr. Axie! I don't know, dude. It's just like, stop. Go away, you idiot. That's how I feel, you know? But I want to elaborate more on this in the future, actually when I get the remake, and we can go over the new designs and the levels, and I want to do something more about, you know, the whole ambience of Medieval. Like I said, the Enchanted Earth, just the way the levels laid out and stuff in the forest, or the Haunted Ruins, or the Ice Caverns, like, there's some scary stuff in Medieval that just goes past the enemies, and I'd like to touch up more about this in another video in the future when I actually have the remake in hand. And I just can't wait for that day to come, you guys. October 25th is going to be a big day, so I'm really excited, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been sick. I wanted to get this out 2 weeks ago, and I actually had to film this video on 2 different days, you guys. I have a skin disease that kind of came back. I don't know if you can see right there, but it kind of broke out a little bit all over, you know, and it's very painful and stuff, but I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff here. But I wanted to do this video, and I wanted to get more footage and, you know, play some more of the game and do some more stuff to this, but you guys, like, I'm starting to feel better now, so I apologize for that, and I will get this video that I really want to do on this later on in the future when I actually have the Medieval remake game. So, that all being said, you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Till all our one Moescato bots, you all stay classy, and I will see you all in the next one. Moescato bots, roll out.